More housing data. That's our topic for today's Backstage Pass. Stocks have started today lower, and mortgage bonds are lower so far this morning as well. Mortgage rates are going to open up a little bit higher today than where they closed off yesterday. We'll talk about more on that in just a second. But first, let's talk about more housing data. So pending home sales data came out from the National Association of Realtors. This data shows signed contracts on existing homes, and this is data for the month of July. For July, pending home sales were down by 1%. That was much better than what was forecast. Forecasted was to be down by 4%. So pending home sales for July was better than what was expected. Year over year, pending home sales are down about 19.9%. The Mortgage Bankers Association also released their mortgage application data for last week. This data came in and showed that application volume was down about 1.2% week over week. Purchases were down about 0.5%, and they're down about 19% year over year. Refinances were down 2.8%, and they're down about 82% year over year. Now, economic data that came out today was a little bit mixed. Durable goods came out, and durable goods beat forecast. It came in at about flat. It was forecast to beat about 0.4%. And this is for the month of July. And then CapEx, core CapEx for the month of July, it was slightly higher than what was forecast. It came in at 0.4%. Forecast was 0.3%. And so with kind of this mixed bag of economic data, a little bit of a really weaker economic data, the idea or the thought is that mortgage bonds would respond positively to that, but they have not. Mortgage bonds are down so far this morning by 22 basis points. The 10-year yield is up 6 basis points. Mortgage rates ended yesterday. The 30-year fixed for the national average for the 30-year fixed came in at around 5.73%. Today it's going to be around 5.75% is what we're expecting to see. And the real question is, why are we seeing this sell-off with this kind of lower, economic data or slower economic data that we've seen this week? Why are we seeing this sell-off happening in the bond market? Well, we think, and a lot of people think, the answer is what we call selling the rumor and buying the news, especially ahead of the Jackson Hole speech coming this Friday. Now, if you've never heard of the Jackson Hole Economic Symposium, don't be surprised. You're one of many that haven't heard of this, but what it is it's an economic symposium. It's held in Jackson Hole, Wyoming every year. They've been doing it. It's sponsored by the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City. They've been doing it since 1978. It's been held in Jackson Hole, Wyoming since 1981. And this really it's a symposium that brings in a lot of economic world leaders, a lot of central bank leaders from around the world. The EU central bank leader is typically there. The Japanese central bank leader is there, along with the chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank here in the United States, Jerome Powell. And they have a symposium and discuss just important matters that affect the global economy. And traditionally, every time we have the Jackson Hole Symposium, at the end of the symposium, there's a speech that's given by the Federal Reserve Chairman. Right now, the Fed Chairman is Jerome Powell, so there's a speech that's expected on Friday by Mr. Powell. Now, again, going back to that idea of selling the rumor, what we really think is happening, what many people think is going on this week, is just some pre-positioning for this speech. Not really sure what is going to come out in the speech or what's going to happen, just rumors and things like that. And so there's just a little bit of a sell-off, selling the rumor, and very well could see that flip to a buying spree once he gives his speech and once the news comes out about, hey, what did they talk about here at the symposium? But that's what we really think is going on this week specifically. As this unfolds, the symposium unfolds, and as this speech happens on Friday, we'll see what happens. But until then, that's all the news that we have for today. Hope you have a great, great day. Happy Hump Day. Remember, stay positive. If you have any questions, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions about the Jackson Hole Symposium or anything like that, please leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure to subscribe so you get these daily updates. Again, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.